There are so many amazing towns within the Philadelphia suburbs, but there are a couple that I get the most questions about. So let's go over two of them to see which of these towns would be best for you. Hi there, I'm Cory Benhardt, your Philly suburb realtor. I specialize in helping people just like you make the move to the Philly suburbs to find their perfect home. I would love to help you when the time comes. All of my contact information is down and below. Let's get started with the first comparison of what makes these towns just so popular. The walkability in both Newtown and Doylestown is fantastic, but one of them has a bit more to offer than the other. So let's see which one comes out on top. Starting with Newtown, its charming downtown area is centered around State Street and Sycamore Street, two very vibrant sidewalk-lined streets that serve as the heart of Newtown. These two streets are full of locally owned mom and pop shops, from restaurants, cafes, stores, bars, etc., all of which are within the very historic downtown with some of the most beautiful buildings that you'll ever see. You'll find everything from upper scale dining to casual restaurants and small locally owned stores as well. While State and Sycamore Streets offer the most walkability within the town, the surrounding area is also a possibility to be explored on foot as well. So now for Doylestown, which might not make it a fair comparison because Doylestown is rated the most walkable town in all of the Philadelphia suburbs. Downtown Doylestown is known for not only just its walkability, but for their incredible shopping and dining options, the historic aspects of the town, the homes, and the overall size of the downtown area, because unfortunately Newtown is just really those two streets, as opposed to Doylestown, which has an entire downtown area, which we call the borough of Doylestown. Doylestown borough is home to all locally owned stores, except for Starbucks, with so many different restaurants and every cuisine that you can imagine, to tons of great shops, cafes, bars, live music entertainment, the historic theater, and so much more. So besides the difference of just the overall downtown size between these two towns, one major difference is that Doylestown does a lot better job when it comes to incorporating homes within the downtown area, as opposed to Newtown, where the downtown area is not really too residential. It's mostly just all of the commercial buildings with a few historic homes scattered throughout. Doylestown has tons of residential streets, all within walking distance to everything that the town has to offer, but we'll go over the real estate differences later on in this video. So for the overall walkability, it's hard to compete with Doylestown's, but the next category, let's compare the school district options between these two towns according to niche.com. All right, so Newtown is serviced by Council Rock School District, which according to niche.com is rated an A overall, with an A for academics, teachers, college prep, and administration. The student to teacher ratio is 17:1, which is one higher than the national average. And Council Rock is rated the second best district in the county and the 37th best in Pennsylvania out of 500 total districts. So now for Doylestown, we have Central Bucks School District, which services Doylestown and the surrounding areas. And according to niche.com, it also has an overall A rating, with an A for academics, teachers, clubs and activities, college prep, and administration as well. Central Bucks is rated the third best in Bucks County and the 40th overall out of 500 total districts in Pennsylvania, with a 15:1 student-teacher ratio, which is actually below the national average. So one of the major things that is bringing so many people to both of these towns, and also one of my favorite things about these towns, is their location. They're both located within Bucks County, which is one of the 4 counties that surround the Philadelphia area, which make up the Philadelphia suburbs. Both of these towns are right around 45 to 60 minutes outside of Philadelphia and under 2 hours to New York City, the Jersey Shore, and the Pocono Mountains, which is perfect for those long weekend trips, but without even having to go too far out of the area. Both of these towns, both inside the town and the surrounding areas, offer so many things to do. So before we get into the cost of living differences between these two towns, let's go over some of the most popular things to do in both of these towns. So aside from the walkable downtown area in both of these towns, both Newtown and Doylestown are full of other great things to do. From the 3 most popular and historic buildings in Doylestown, we have the Mercer Museum, Fonthill Castle, and the Moravian Tile Works, all 3 that you can schedule a tour for, which offer just a glimpse into the overall history of Doylestown, and all of them are within the walkable area of downtown Doylestown. Doylestown is home to so many great parks, walking and biking trails in the local parks and throughout the town itself, and one of my favorite things to do in Doylestown is enjoy all of the community events that this town hosts all throughout the year. Doylestown really does a great job of keeping the residents involved within the community, with offering so many great events such as the annual tree lighting, holiday parades, the car show, the professional bike race, the art show, the farmers market, the local shopping weekend, and much more. These community events bring so many people in, not just within the town of Doylestown, but from so many other towns as well. So Newtown is home to one of the most popular parks in the state, Tyler State Park, which is home to over 1,700 acres, which is perfect for hiking, horseback riding, biking, kayaking, etc. So besides the downtown area in Newtown, you can enjoy the theater, the art center, the farmers market, tons of great local bakeries and ice cream shops, including my favorite, Ow Wow Cow, and so much more, especially the annual community events hosted there as well. One of the most important comparisons between these two towns that we need to go over is the average housing costs, starting with Newtown, which has an average home sale price of $718,479. Newtown real estate is made up of a lot of single-family, standard residential communities with more of the colonial feel, except around the downtown Newtown area, where you can get a good mix of historic homes as well. Doylestown real estate is unique because you can get just about every type of real estate option right there in that one town. Everything from a small condo to a multi-million-dollar estate and everything in between. Doylestown real estate is sort of divided into two different sections. We have Doylestown Borough, which is the downtown walkable area, and then we have Doylestown Township, which is the outskirts of the borough. The borough is mostly older homes with a good mix of some new construction options as well, but for the most part, as real estate turns over in the borough, some people decide that they don't want an older home, but instead a new construction home. So they'll knock down the older one and rebuild. But for the most part, residents will just renovate the older historic homes because they're built so well, and you can get a nice mix of character in the older homes mixed with the new modern finishes. Homes in the borough don't typically have a large lot because you kind of sacrifice the large amount of yard space for the walkability to just about everything that you would need, along with so many different parks, perfect for the kids or the dog. So now for Doylestown Township, which is all of the surrounding areas outside of the borough. Homes in that area will typically provide a lot more space, a lot more land, and are mostly made up of single family and townhome communities with a pretty decent plot of land, while only being around a 10 to 15 minute drive to the heart of Doylestown. The average home sale price in Doylestown for both the borough and the township combined is $655,011, but there are plenty of homes both below and above these average price points, depending on what type of home you're looking for in either Newtown or Doylestown. All right, so although these towns are not too far away from each other, the cost of living is a bit different. The overall household income in Newtown, according to niche.com, is $146,765 compared to Doylestown, which is still under $100,000 at $93,672, which depending on where you're coming from might seem high or low, but if it does seem high, take into account the location, which we'll go over later on in the video, the top rated hospitals, jobs, and everything else that this area has to offer. So the household income, of course, has a lot to do with the overall job opportunities both in and around these towns. So if you're planning to make the move here and you don't yet have a job lined up, the good news is that there are plenty of great job opportunities in these towns, along with so many others in the surrounding towns, and of course down in Philadelphia as well. Doylestown's local economy is centered around healthcare, education, legal services, small businesses, and government jobs, which makes sense because Bucks County Courthouse is located in the heart of Doylestown. We also have Doylestown Hospital, which is one of the top rated in the state, and also recently made the list for one of the top hospitals in the world, along with the local school district, which offers a lot of job opportunities as well. If your job sector isn't in one of these categories, you could also always find a job on the outskirts of Doylestown, as well as you could take the Doylestown train line right into Center City, Philadelphia, where you can find just about every type of job sector there. Newtown's job market is mostly centered around corporate companies, tech, finance, and pharmaceutical companies due to the proximity to Route I-95 and the close proximity to New Jersey with nearby companies such as Lockheed Martin, Johnson & Johnson, Merrill Lynch, etc. If you're leaning towards making the move to one of these towns, or if you need help to find your perfect town, I would love to help you find your perfect town and your perfect home here in the Philadelphia suburbs. All of my contact information is below. You can email me here or click the contact link in the description below, and I'll see you over on this next video.